This video is sponsored by Squarespace. If you want to set up your own website or online store, click the link in the description for a 14-day free trial and 10% off your first order.
So it's the end of another year, and we like to end 2024 on a positive note. And what better way to end 2024 with a bang than a massive ranking session? Yeah. And my partner in crime today, of course, is Lok Chung, who is an expert ranker. Without further ado, let's get started with our ranking. But first of all, we have to come up with our tier list because we've got a 5-tier system of ranking.
So we're ranking all the products coming out this year, like
that have come out.
Oh yeah,
it's already come.
It came out this year.
Yes.
Like, oh, this is good and bad or something.
We have to first come up with 5 names.
This double as a reflector.
It looks like that kind of stuff where when you buy smoked salmon, it comes on this kind of 5 classes, so from top to bottom. I think we should use Generation Alpha language.
Not Generation Z anymore.
No, that's so old.
So after Z is back to A or something.
How about we have at the top, like Riz?
Are you sure?
What's good?
Or you have to Google it.
What happened this year that was cool? How about Mudeng?
Huh?
Mudeng. Let's have Deng at the top, Riz just below that.
We're going to ruin this trendy word for
That's
all
what
kids.
I want. That's what I want.
After we use it.
I want my kids to be embarrassed by me. That is the point of being a parent, is to embarrass your kids. Bottom should be skibbity toilet. Let's have, for that one, let's have bruh. I can't think of another alpha word for that for you, so I'll leave that for you.
Whatever.
Whatevs. I don't think they can see that, but whatevs, bruh. Let's get started. Why don't we start with something that's quite recent, the Fujifilm XM5.
XM5,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so we both handled that.
Yeah.
We both tested that.
Bro,
Well, hang on, we've not discussed. Why bruh?
because it's bro.
No, but it's
Like, nah.
No, but it's cheap and it's good. The XS20, quite a good camera, but it just looks pretty shitty. But they recased it in something that looks less shitty, therefore it should be upgraded to at least Riz.
It doesn't have in-body stabilization. The video is just a bit.
What do you need stabilization for?
Video. Photo as well.
Up until recently, you didn't need stabilization in X100 for stills, did you?
But that's cool. That's.
What do you mean
It
that's
doesn't
just cool?
matter. It doesn't matter.
You said that XM5 looks like an X100.
Yeah.
So well, why is that not cool then? If it looks
Because
like
it looked like it. It's not it.
So where would you put X100 6? Actually, we might as well put the X100 6 here, seeing
why not?
we covered that this year as well.
Bang.
You've got upside down, mate.
Oh.
No, but how come that can be dang, and the XM5 is so far down?
Look at how many people like lining up to
It doesn't
get
matter. It doesn't matter. But why is that so different? It is a good-looking camera.
Oh yeah. Okay. A bit.
Let's have at least 75% towards Riz.
Just because it's cheap.
But for that price, and it's actually a useful camera. There you go.
For photo.
No, for vlogging as well. You can,
Without actual like good stabilization.
even without the sensor shift stabilization, it's as shaky as a Sony. And lots of people vlog with a Sony.
Okay.
Anyway, X106.
Anyway, leave it there. It's fine. It's
So,
fine.
X106, that's definitely dang, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
I've got one. You can't be bothered to buy one.
The black one is a little bit less cool, but yeah, the silver one, yeah.
All right, okay, so we've done the Fujifilm cameras. What else is next? Quite early on in the year, there's the Leica SL3.
Yeah. Well, I haven't tried this camera, but it's who use Leica SL3? Nobody.
Rich people. I think I kind of agree with you. It's not particularly cool, is it? Looks kind of the same, but it's not like Leica MO looks the same in a good way. It's sort of
So boring. Nobody used it. Not literally. I know you use it, and you're a serious photographer. Yeah, but it's just you. Don't at me.
Do I really want to spend that amount of money on that camera? Probably not.
I don't put it to whatever just because
Respect.
it's supposed to be good.
But
I
all
think-
cameras that we're going to talk about are supposed to be good, right? We can
Probably not.
announce a
We'll
new
see.
camera,
We'll see.
and we've designed it to be shite.
That will be the Pentax 17. We'll go on a bit later.
Urinate on Locke's bag. Well, since we mentioned the Pentax 17, we might as well cover that.
I already make half a video that
Pex. What? You already put it in the dang category. What? Oh, mate. Skibbity, you've got to give them a little bit of respect, right?
I suppose it do work. Okay, it's
Like,
kind of yeah, a little bit.
if you don't look at the camera, if you just hear the concept,
Yeah.
we're making a film camera today in the
Yeah.
digital age.
Cool,
Brand new film camera, exactly.
cool,
Half frame.
kind of cool. But then it got that confusing. Like, there's a P mode and an auto mode, and the P mode doesn't autofocus. Or actually, it don't autofocus at all.
But how
mode
does
is
that
just
downgrade it to
unknown.
skibbity just on that?
I don't know. I don't know what skippity means. Okay.
There's
I mean-
whatevs.
I still want to get the next Ricoh GR.
You've got to appreciate his honesty.
No, I mean, okay, oh yeah, it do works. It's a new film camera that, oh, you got warranty.
A similar kind of idea, bringing out a film camera.
Yeah.
Rollei 35 AF.
Oh.
You like it? I like
so
it.
much. But I kind of a little bit worried about the build quality. Build quality, a little bit.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because at least the shutter button, like the one that we try,
Yeah.
is supposed to be a prototype.
Yeah.
But then the shutter button is still a bit like, it's really quite stiff. Like every time I take a shot, I have like,
Well, this is one of those things where it's hard to say because we just got prototype.
Yeah.
Like, what was
Yeah.
it actually like? Especially when you compare it to the old one.
yeah,
Once you handle the old one, then you realise, oh, well, it's not quite the same.
no.
But things were made differently back then, weren't
Yeah.
they? It's a solid block of metal, and it's even smaller as well.
Yeah.
But of course, they've redesigned it from the ground up, and they put
Yeah.
autofocusing system, and it's more modern and everything like that. So okay, that's fine. But as a brand new product for 2024, I appreciate it, and I think it's pretty cool.
It's really cool.
And especially as it comes from Hong Kong, there is something cool about that because not many things are designed and made in Hong Kong.
But to me, I don't consider any of those like, oh, it's really difficult or whatever. I don't consider any of those. I only look at the end product. Look at how many people like lining up
It
to
doesn't
get
matter. It doesn't matter. Well,
But still, the end product is really cool. That I like that it's when you use it, it still feels like an old camera. Like you set everything from the top. You still got that little OLED. Of course, the old one don't have a OLED display, but when you use it, it kind of feel like the same. You set it on top.
Yeah.
You got a little light meter, but then it's just slight worry about the build quality. It's still got warranty.
Yeah.
So I think I'll just downgrade it just a little bit, just half a stop.
Well, let's leave it there. I think I remember quite early on in the year, we also covered that soap bubble bokeh lens. TT Arts something Artisan. It's just put a soap bubble. Soap bub
So
has bokeh, which has got kind of a really characteristically hard ring. Usually, the bokeh is considered ugly, but they gave it a fancy name, so therefore it's a thing. And they're providing it, so it's a bruh. Fi poke.
probably still the same.
Yeah.
I guess.
It does cost a bit more than the Artisan's lenses. But the infinity lock, that was annoying, but they've changed that. So I think give them a little bit points. Let's move them a little bit up. Let's put it on top of the soapbox. So anyway, moving on, let's go back to cameras. I saw you wrote a couple things which I don't even remember. Fujifilm GFX 100S 2. I'd say a whatever.
Whatever. I think it's
A bruh. That's a bruh then.
at least a
It's
bra.
a good product, probably.
It's not whatever. It's not the same as Pentax 17. Come on.
This is just the same thing, but slightly better. This is a completely new camera.
It's same thing but
Some-
slightly better. Then it's better.
Some people came out of retirement in Japan just to make that.
What?
Give them respect. I mean, what the?
Well, as I say, I only look at the end result. It's not about we spent 10
Okay.
years on it.
Okay.
Something.
Seeing as we're talking about medium-ish format, why don't we do the Hasselblad
Oh,
Well, it's not the 907X. That's a tough one. It's the CFV 100C. So essentially, we're looking at the screen and the sensor, but it's the whole camera.
yeah, it's the whole camera.
Yeah.
So
Especially, it's brought new life into the 907X concept. It's Hasselblad.
oh, it's that one.
That has got to be dang.
It's really cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a remaster
Yeah.
of a film medium format camera, but it looks exactly like a film camera.
Yes.
It's so lovely.
That is why it's dang.
But then when you use it outdoor, it's kind of pretentious.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've heard you say today.
It's like you see somebody with a audiophile headphone in a tube. Like it's so noisy
What
in
do
a
you
tube.
mean?
What do you use with what's good with audiophile headphone?
You use Bowers and Wilkins headphones for monitoring audio.
Even more pretentious
down to the person.
than using a Leica M.
No, but that's down to the person, isn't it?
It is a good camera. It is a really cool camera. Let's leave it there for now.
That battery's flashing, by the way.
Comment down below if you agree.
Leave your comments down below. Do you
I'm
think
going
it's
to change
pretentious?
battery.
Look, you paid your money for it. Don't think about what this guy has said. Just use your camera.
Let's move on. R1, people call it the R3 Mark II. Slightly upgraded R3.
So it's a bruh.
But then it's a still flagship camera. I mean, you take it outside, people are like, whoa.
It appeals to basically 1% of photography taking public.
Yeah.
Do you need it? Probably not. If you need it, then you know you need it. And in which case, it's a bruh. The C80?
C80, yeah, it has to be the same level as the XM5 at least. Actually, I do think the R1 should be
Alright. Okay.
slightly higher.
you-
Slightly. I mean, it's a professional flagship camera.
So essentially, you just put it to the high end of bruh.
Yeah.
C80, it's a nice camera. It's a cine camera that a lot of people can use.
It just annoys me that the screen just really annoying.
Actually, yeah. The screen is one of the things I hated about the C70, and it's still there. It's
Yeah.
still flappy, and it's probably the first thing that will break. So maybe we should downgrade it a bit.
Just
Slightly below
yeah,
XM5.
like 2 centimeters.
Because I think the XM5 has a better flippy screen than the C80.
And then it's really annoying if you have to use those audio dial because it's
Yeah.
behind the screen.
Yeah.
So if you need to use those, that means the screen has to be always out.
That's a good point. Let's downgrade it even more. And I think the R5 too is cool.
Yeah,
I think it's got the whiz. I think it's right up there.
it's cooler than so up high. But then recently, people find that it's not really that good in low light. It's worse than
Right.
R5.
To put that into perspective, the Sony A1 II, high resolution, burst rate. R5 II,
Same,
high resolution, burst rate.
Yeah, but it's A1 to use the same sensor as A1.
Yeah, it does.
Like, so it's a firmware update.
Well, that's what all the haters say.
Original, the A1 would be on top, but the A1 II is a little bit let down.
If the A1 didn't already exist,
Yeah.
that would be right up there.
Yeah,
But the R5 II is cheaper.
yeah.
Ah, okay, all right. Let's put over here as a kind of a weird sort of. I just think that people do give Sony a little bit too much grief though, expecting Sony to always come out with something new and exciting every single time. It's just bring it in line with the rest of the cameras. You can't have the A1, the top end camera, and not have the fancy subject recognition, the AI stuff.
Yeah.
So that's fine. You know, I think we talk about giving Canon some love.
Let's talk about Nikon.
Yeah, I'm thinking exactly the same thing.
Nikon Z6 Mark II. The thing is so unexpected. Z6 Mark II was like whatever or bruh. But Z6 Mark III was like, whoa!
Slightly going off on a tangent, I love that we've come up with these just to hear you say them. You say bruh.
Yeah, I just feel like bruh.
Bruh.
Now, bruh.
Yeah, exactly. It's a perfect word to. I think it can be a cool thing and a bad thing. Like bruh. Oh, bruh.
It's not what you think. You're not that generation.
I know. I'm just trying to grab hold of those teenies, not in a Diddy way. Trying to stay relevant.
So Z6 Mark III, it had to be or dang.
I think it's a dang.
I think so. Move on.
That's how much love we're going to give Nikon. It's like, I'm moving on. But
No, this is the fastest designed thing.
it's cool. That's the
Wise one.
biggest amount of love you can give to Nikon is just
Yeah.
by not talking about their products at all. It's just like, that's it.
Yeah. Okay, what's else? Z50 Mark II?
Yes.
This one I haven't tried it.
Yeah. I think it's all right. I think it's a bruh. A slightly higher bruh.
A slightly higher from. Oh, the same as
But-
R1. That's interesting.
The thing is, when I think about it, it's not too different to the XM5. It just doesn't look as cool as the XM5.
No.
And also the trouble with Nikon's APS-C cameras, there's not too many APS-C lenses around.
Nikon don't give enough love to
Yeah.
their APS-C cameras.
Yeah.
None of them got in body stabilization.
It's actually quite a good camera. It's just not enough lenses. Yeah, it's just a bruh. A good bruh. Positive bruh. It's a bruh. Not bruh. Let's have a little break by talking about some less interesting stuff. iPhone 16.
Bruh, to me.
No, let's put a
Whatever.
Holyland Lark M2. I don't even know what that is. Is that sponsored?
That's pretty good. It's just a wireless mic that's that small.
Yeah, I've tried some mics that are that small. Dan put it here on my glasses. Well, it looks like I've stolen a pair of glasses. It's still got the security tag on it. No, but people use it like that now, don't they?
Yeah.
That's too small to hold it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Then stop holding it. Stop holding it with your hands.
But why should they stop anyway? If they like doing that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can do whatever you want, even though it's wrong.
And also DJI Mic Mini.
The DJI Mic Mini is basically DJI Mic 2, but small and without internal recording.
I don't know about the Lark M2.
Probably the same.
Let me have a look at the picture.
Doesn't look as good.
No, it doesn't. Looks terrible.
Especially receiver looks a bit plasticky. I think it had to be so close.
No
because
way.
they function
No.
the same.
No, it's not just about that. It looks terrible. It has to be mounted there.
Yeah.
You can't have a lavalier.
Yeah.
It's got to look all right. Lark M2 looks ridiculous
Yeah.
down here.
That bad?
Yeah. And also silly names. Do you agree with that?
No, at least just push it up a little bit.
Oh, you push up the GFX 100S's bum.
You forgot the roll, what's it called? Wireless micro. It's a little bit bigger.
Boring.
It's a little bit bigger.
Boring.
But it's really easy to use. It's so easy because it's only for smartphone. So you plug it in and it works.
Yeah, fun. Okay, let's talk about some cameras before I fall asleep and you make those people fall asleep as well.
I'm going to put it blur. It's so simple, then it's still bigger than the other two.
This is going to sound like a sponsor.
I'm criticizing it.
Okay. But this video is sponsored by Squarespace. If you want to set up a website, it's the perfect place to go. It's very easy to use. You can use AI to set up your website. It's really easy to set up, even if you
It
don't
is.
use AI,
Even.
because there's lots of templates. You can customize it.
What you see is what you get.
Exactly. It's a what you see, what you get kind of interface. 24/7 customer service if things go bad, but it probably won't. But the best thing is that you can get a discount, 14-day free trial, so you can have a little trial of setting up a website on Squarespace. And once you think, yes, I want to set up a website, use the discount code down in the box down there. Yeah. A little bit of an interlude, just to keep warm. How about a Panasonic Lumix S9? I mean, it probably got more attention for the actual press trip than the camera itself. Shieldgate.
Is it a blur or width?
I think if it's a bra, it's a good bra, but it's not quite a Riz.
Especially it's not that cheap.
It's not that cheap, it's not expensive though.
But then when you compare to the S5 Mark II,
Yeah.
the price is really close.
The thing is, the S9, in my mind, is the kind of camera that I would want instead of this for vlogging. These cameras are just a little bit, they're not heavy,
No.
but after a while, when you're shooting
Yeah.
with it for a whole day, it's like, and I think that's what gives it extra points for me. It's not a perfect camera.
I use the green, but probably in between.
We might as well talk about the lens that came out recently, is it the 1840?
Yeah.
Does that make the S9 better?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It needs it.
Yeah. And I think they maybe need some other kind of smaller primes or
Exactly.
other smaller zooms as well.
They need some pancake lenses.
A good one, not the crappy
No.
26mm. Actually, we should put the 26mm in there
Oh,
because
yeah.
that deserves a mention.
Oh, I
This-
wonder why.
Because that is definitely a skibbity.
It's worse than skibbity.
That is to the deepest depths of skibbity.
Yeah, so low.
Even that is his own category. That's a proper P diddler category. That should be hanging off the edge.
Yeah, like that. By the end of today, we'll be like, oh, where's it?
Well, seeing as we're on the topic of Panasonic, GH7,
G7.
is the GH still relevant? Because the prices of the GH is quite expensive, isn't it? It's quite high.
Yeah.
I think it's a good camera.
It's really heavy and big. It's
Yeah.
bigger than an S5. It's,
I'm not going to argue with that.
it's maybe a high, whatever.
There's a point with Micro Four Thirds. There's
Yeah.
still use for Micro Four Thirds.
Yeah.
I just think making slightly big cameras with high performance is not necessarily it. I think it's more towards the vlogging. If they had done the S9 but with Micro Four Thirds actually small,
Actually small.
like GM1 kind of size, and
They
good
still
for
do
video,
6K, still do
Yeah.
all that. In-body
I
stabilization.
would buy that. I would
Yeah.
buy that in a flash. With a small lens, you can put it in your pocket easily. They're onto something. I think Panasonic just need to kind of have a think about their products. Yeah, okay. Well, carrying on with Micro Four Thirds theme, you put down Olympus OM1 Mark II. I don't even keep up with their names now. It sounds like an old camera to me. That bugs me actually because OM1 is such a classic. Don't name this crappy, expensive, overpriced Micro Four Thirds camera OM1.
Let's just skip it.
So we had two action cameras in 2024. Well, maybe more. Probably had Insta360 as well, but let's forget about them. DJI and GoPro. So Action 5.
We should put it on the board.
Yeah.
Action 5, yeah, 4K 120. It's a GoPro 10 with a different name on it.
No, it's got bigger
4K
sensor.
120.
It's got bigger sensor.
Yeah, a slightly.
It makes a difference. GoPro don't do anything different.
Slightly above. I would take 5.3K from the GoPro more than
Okay,
slightly better.
How's that different to the GoPro Hero 12 then?
It got the magnetic mount thing.
As an interesting new product, it's not that interesting.
No, it's not that interesting because my GoPro 10 already have 5.3K.
Well, there you go.
Same. It's the same. Maybe whatever.
And you broke mine as well. Let's not forget that. You owe me. You owe me this. There we are. Let's put it down there.
Down there, but it's still whatever color.
It's a should do better. Action 5.
It's still really similar to S4,
Yeah. I think that's
but it have much better battery life.
Yeah.
Give it that.
Yeah, the battery life is good on that.
It's really good.
It's functional. So therefore it's a bruh. I
Bruh,
think.
yeah. Agree.
Well, as soon as we're talking about functional can be interesting and cool, right? Let's talk about bags.
Doesn't look good now because it's the flap is open and it's half using. I mean, best looking camera bag. Yes.
I think any Billingham bag is always
Yeah.
around there.
Yeah.
ZV-E10-2. I don't know why these ZV
ZV-E10-2.
cameras, I always have to check the name, I have to double check the name that I've got it right. It's just ridiculous. It's like ZV-E1, ZV-E10. Okay, I mean, let's compare it to another vlogging camera. XM5,
XM5.
how does it compare to that?
Actually, well, as a vlogging camera, ZV-E10 Mark II should be better.
Yeah, but it's more expensive. Would you say it is
then-
any more stable than XM5, the footage? I wouldn't say so.
Sony is not stable, but the digital stabilization probably is better on the Sony.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
If I use it for still, then I would probably go for XM5 rather than ZV-E10 Mark II.
Yeah. These are kind of cameras to step up from your phone. I think the ZV-E10 Mark II is just a little step too far. The XM5 is the perfect step up. The ZV-E10 Mark II is like that kind of step up. The S9 is like, whoa! And the XM5 is like, okay, yeah, I can manage that.
Interesting analogy, that's fine.
I think
Probably
what
already.
they need to do to up the game, we've talked about this before, is to have the built-in receiver in the camera.
Yeah.
Then they can sell the Sony mics or whatever, or their own brand mics. That is the next step.
Well,
it just makes
to
sense.
be good though.
It has to be good.
You have to be good though.
I mean, you look at DJI's Action 5.
Yeah.
Actually, that is a cool thing we didn't mention just now.
Yeah.
It's a tiny camera,
Yeah.
and you just use their mic. You don't have to add a wireless mic. You don't have to add anything to it. And when it comes, I'm not going to be like, yeah. I'm going to be like, what took you so long? Damn it, I'm the flip tables.
So what we talk about ZVE10 Mark II. Maybe not.
Maybe lower than
that. Especially so long.
What was a green one? Oh, it's still bruh.
Yeah.
So 2025, what would you like to see?
Oh, I haven't thought of.
Oh,
That's,
yeah. Should have planned that.
Micro Four Third. the one we talk about.
Yeah.
A small Micro Four
Micro
Third.
Four Thirds.
Actually good one. Not like limited to there's no inverted stabilization. Like the G100.
Yeah, and there's got like a serious crop factor when you shoot.
Yeah. And it overheats in
And it overheats.
3 minutes.
Rubbish. To Panasonic, Micro Four Thirds. It's not dead yet. OM system, your crap, sort it out. Nikon, show DX some love. Canon, can we not do video in your library for change? Sony,
Do internal wireless mic receiver.
yeah, and stop with the vlogging cameras. We've had enough, all right.
Yeah.
Leica, you're gonna do it anyway.
People would buy it.
New special edition, please. Hasselblad, it's cool. It's not pretentious. Ricoh, maybe you need to do a GoFundMe kind of thing. The Pentax, I think you need to bring out your film SLRs again, because that is where the sauciness is.
I lost hope.
Yeah.
I got hope for the Pentax 17.
Yeah.
And then I was so disappointed.
Oh, Fujifilm.
Fujifilm, yeah. Oh, X Pro 4.
Yes, X Pro 4. And
But they take their time. They always take
do
their
away with that screen. I think
yeah.
just have a fixed screen.
That is so pretentious as well.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That is more pretentious than the Hasselblad.
Yeah.
So that's it. End of 2024. Do you have an interesting thing to say to the camera lock?
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more of that next year.
Good stuff. More of this good stuff.